everyone, and welcome to my channel, Heidi's Beer Corner. Today with me, Heidi and Bertil, and we have Stefan here as well in his little uh, watering can. So today we have another another Estonian beer from the craft brewery Põhjala, which their brewery is located in Tallinn near the Tallinn ferry terminal, where the passenger ferries uh, leave, depart, and arrive. So it's a special kind of beer that we will have a look at today. Um, so bear with me. Let's go. So I've had beers from the Põhjala Cellar series before on this channel. Those beers are really, really good. Um, that's why I decided to have a more special beer to have a look at and taste at this time in this video. It's it's a it's a beer called Virvatuli. The As you can see, the bottle is already empty. The tasting has already been filmed. Um, so it's basically it. What it looks like is the Northern Lights, and Virvatuli. The name refers to that as to those as well. Uh, so what makes this beer? Well, there you can see some of the sealing wax still present. So it's a barrel aged Imperial Gruit. I tried to check the correct English pronunciation, but Gruit. It just said it. There was just the spelling and then rhymes with root. So Gruit. Gruit it is. It's been aged in vermouth and Scotch whiskey barrels, um, and it's been brewed with Estonian herbs, a mixture of Estonian herbs. So, what is Gruit? Gruit is a general name for a with an alternative spellings of Gruit and a few others in Dutch and German. It's a herb mixture used as a bittering agent for bittering and flavoring beer, and it was popular before the extensive use of hops, and it almost, as I understand it, almost went out of use in the 13 and 14, or at least by the 1400s, and then there's been a re-emergence to a larger extent in the 2000s, or that we have seen many craft breweries come up with different Gruit beers. And so the term Gruit or Gruit ale may also refer to this type of beer that has to, but also to a beverage, can also be reference to a beverage used produced using Gruit, or the herbal mixture called Gruit. And historically, the term Gruit is used in the historic Low Countries, that is Belgium, the Netherlands, northwestern Germany, and Luxembourg, and the Holy Roman Empire. And today, however, the term Gruit is a colloquial term misapplied to a beer seasoned with grout-like herbs. So the earliest reference to Gruit dates from the late 10th century, and during the 11th century, the Holy Roman Emperor Henry IV awarded a monopoly privileges of the production and sale of Gruit, or the Gruit license, to different local authorities, and as such was the first de facto beer beer tax, or tax on beer. Um, Outside the area where the Gruit monopoly applied, the other countries and regions produced ales containing spices, but they were not called Gruit. For example, um, the some of the traditional types of unhopped beer, such as Sahti in Finland, which is actually, if it's made well, it's really good. Um, so those are spiced with juniper sprigs, have survived the advent of hops, and therefore have a strong tradition in Finland that lasts to this day. So why was uh, Groot replaced so extensively um, by hops? Well, the main factor was, which uh, shouldn't come as a surprise to pretty much anyone, is money. Because hops were cheaper, and especially in Groot area where the price of beer flavoring spices was artificially kept high and were better at rendering beer more stable. Uh, so this had a preservative effect, and that effect is thought to have had a large impact on the early movement to switch over, although other plants commonly used in root mixes, such as sage, rosemary, or bog myrtle, also have antiseptic properties, likely to extend the shelf life of beer. Okay, so as stated previously, it had this green wax on the cap, which was, which sealed the crown cork, because the crown cork um, still does leak some oxygen, and it does matter when we talk about barrel aged beers specifically. So just opened it. It's fruity, I think. It's dark brown. Bottle looks like this. It's very nice. It's a barrel aged Imperial Gruit, and it's 13% alcohol by volume. So it's really dark brown, not black, dark brown. Mm. Herbal. Clearly some herbs have, have been used, which is the definition of Gruit. And I think there's clearly the effects of vermouth in particular that has a stronger kick in this. It's very clear that this has been aged in vermouth barrels. Well, in addition to Scotch whiskey barrels. It's light, even though it's um, imperial, like really heavy, but it's still light, if that makes sense at all. But still, it's it's really good, and it's a bit, the bitterness is a bit different than in regular normal beer, but it's or beer brewed with more modern recipes, as I've said before in this video, that this Gruit style of beer was made before the introduction of hops in beer. But this is not exactly my type of beer, but it's good regardless. So I'll give this a solid 8. 8s on scale from 0 to 10. I'll give this a solid 8. So it's good. It's good. I like it. So that was it for Põhjala Virvatuli BA or barrel aged Imperial Gruit. 13% alcohol by volume, so it's on the stronger side here. But it was okay. I gave it a solid 8. I think it was. That tasting video was filmed like yesterday, the day before. The rest of this is filmed, so bear with me. So here we are with Bertil and Stefan, and thank you very much for watching. If you haven't done so already, leave me a like, subscribe, and check the description box below. And also, I would like to remind you of the existence of my Patreon, which is patreon.com/Heidi'sCorner. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.